Hi, GEEDRO'S here and welcome to the 4th stage of GMT Beta Grand Prix. Today we're live from the racetrack on the volcanic sand beach in Hua Hin City. As you can see, this track has the longest straight line though yet among other courses, with a little U-turn over here. This structure was inspired by Hua Hin's main gimmick, being one very long two-way straight road. Okay, the race has started. Machine Gun Maniac, as the winner of the last race, starts first. And the race starts with Loukazik musical track to give him a little energy. Okay, there is currently a lot of collisions on the early stages of the race. I'm afraid that one racer at least might get eliminated before the first pit stop. And also, as you can see, since this race road is very long, the current programming of automatic racing really struggles to keep the straight line. It's like the racers are losing their mind over riding one big straight line for too long. I overall get used to, while I on the other hand prefer very long straight roads. If I choose between the short road and straight road, I choose the straight road, because you don't have to turn anywhere, nothing is confusing you. Yeah, it sounds monotonous, but that's way more convenient for me. So I guess in that case, Hua Hin City might be just perfect for me. Okay, let's see here. Machine Gun Maniac said already 3 seconds of gap between a runner-up. Oh wait, it's already a half second. The thing is that the measurement of distance between racers is not really measured by past distance, rather than factual distance between the racer. For example, on the turns, the distance may seem farther, so that's why the system sometimes miscalibrates and adds more time than shows more time than it actually is. And in the meantime, we made it to the first pit stop, and thank God nobody got eliminated. And which means that, and from now on, the chance of getting eliminated is much less. Macroot Beer got switched to soft type tires and overtakes Machine Gun Maniac immediately. Game Wars today will try to make a comeback after he got eliminated before the pit stop back in Linfox Sand City. Okay. Well, while there are no racers around, it's much easier for the racers to maintain straight line on the main highway. We can see the battle between Loukazik, Frost and Game Wars. He's still in the last place with entire 12 seconds of gap. Frost blocks the path. Mac keeps losing health with an intense... Oh, not so intense pace anymore. It's only 5 seconds, but pretty much... But a decent amount of turns gotta increase that gap significantly. We can already see Machine Gun Maniac approaching Mac. She maintains the inner curve of the track, but struggles to make a smooth turn. Oh wait, she overtakes! Snake Joel is also approaching Mac. He holds on the inner curve. At the last moment he goes in the outer curve and makes a pretty smooth turn. Even though in the not my very right direction. Snake Joel goes inside. Mac back blocks the path. The long straight road makes it easier to tell if the opponent is approaching or the gap is increasing just by looking at the timer, because on a straight road it's much easier to calibrate the distance even if the opponent is out of sight. Time for another pit stop. Machine Gun Maniac to hitch the soft top tires. Look at how rapidly Alejo overtakes Snake Joel. Oh, he breaks the straight line. He tries to maintain the outer curve to make the smooth turn and the U-turn. Yeah, you can also notice that this track only has U-turns. There is no 90-degree turns, only U-turns. So switching to the outer curve in time plays a big role here. Machine Gun Maniac understood that just right, just in the right time. Meanwhile, Mac just almost fell to the last place. How didn't I notice that? Let's see if Game Wars will be able to change the situation having a hard type tires. They might give it an advantage in the later game, before the next pit stop. Machine Gun Maniac does Harshman's drift. Currently Xeno, Mac and Game Wars are going in a perfect straight line against each other, even though we can see Emoji approaching. Slowly approaching, but at the same time he collides Mac, which might be dangerous. It's very... They didn't even push each other. How is that even possible? Well, on such a long straight road, anything is possible, to be honest. I'm telling you, these racers are losing their mind on a very long straight road. Meanwhile, Snake Joel manages to overtake Machine Gun Maniac thanks to middle type advantage. We can factually see like 3-4 racers engaged in a fight against Snake Joel. But Alejo is currently closer. Even though, surprisingly, he almost ran out of tire endurance. Well, not anymore, it's another pit stop time. Yeah, since this track is not as big as Loukazik City, we're already approaching the third pit stop. Honestly, even when I constructed this racetrack, I honestly found it much bigger, but somehow the racers are passing it much faster than I thought. Who knows, maybe it's because of the soft tires, or maybe the straight road. that doesn't reduce speed. Oh, that was quite a chaos on that U-turn. Frost collides the wall. Harsh misdrift from Frost. Another one. Mac about overtake, but at the last moment she misdrift too. Xeno is currently struggling to catch up with others. And this time, despite the U-turns, it might actually seem that he has an actual 10 seconds gap. Let's wait for another straight road so we can see if Frost is even approaching Snaky Joel or struggling to catch up. Easier to say if Snaky Joel is losing distance between or gaining distance. Okay, let's see. The gap is decreasing, but very slowly. Now it's increasing. Since Snaky Joel and Frost have the same tire type, the only thing that Frost can really rely on is Snaky Joel's mistakes to overtake him. And also there's another pit stop time soon, so maybe they will have different type of tires this time. Oh wait! Frost approaches! Mostly because Snaky Joel was losing health all this time. 2 seconds gap. Moji still sticks in the last place. Well, no, I wouldn't say still. I saw Xeno being in the last place a few moments ago. And he managed to take over. Now he almost made it to the first half of the list. Wow, that was fast. Okay, we're currently in another pit stop. Frost is on hard type and Snaky Joel is on soft type. Oh, here goes one of my songs that is not AI generated. By the way, I've already remastered 2 songs that was originally made by Suno AI, but I will upload them already only after the end of Beta Grand Prix. After Beta Grand Prix, will hold the first official GEEDRO'S Marbles and Tracks season by the end of first quarter of 2026, which means somewhere around February or March. I want to polish some things up in this game before I restart the development of Tara Intuitive and Fiction. Snaky Joel overtook Frost again this meanwhile. Frost Gem does a hard collides on the wall, while Snaky Joel does the 2 misdrifts in a short period of time that might cost him the leadership. He tries to maintain the outer curve to make a smooth turn, but misdrifts due to coming to the wall too close. Alejo and Loukazik are currently colliding each other, which gives a chance for Moji to get out of the last place. Overall, Moji has a very rough results on overall Better Grand Prix. He gained 3 points in the first race, 2 points in the second, and only 1 point on the last race due to elimination. So maybe if Moji won't even win a cup on a Better Grand Prix, but he might still have a chance to get at least one medal for winning a race. Oh, there's a look what's going on in the first half of the leaderboards. Frost Gem, meanwhile, just chills on the first place, and pretty well he maintains the straight line and does the smooth turn. The other racers need to concentrate the same way too if they want to overtake Frost. Okay, we're currently not much gonna change, but as you know, Frost Gem keeps losing health at a very decent pace, to be honest. 30 seconds of gap. And on top of that, a harsh miss drift. That might be a chance. A chance currently for Loukazik. Currently the only racer to get 2 consecutive wins. But who knows, maybe just at this moment one of the racers will also get 2 consecutive wins, even though it's not very likely. I mean, we have still 2 races left. That might happen. That would be interesting. Or maybe, who knows, maybe Loukazik might even, I don't know, have 3 medals in the same season, even though it's better season. And that will be very hard work for other racers. All racers gotta try very hard to give Loukazik as lowest position as possible in the remaining 2 races to not let him win the season. Okay, look at this. Moji is about to reach the first half of the leaderboards, and he's about to overtake Frost, but Frost is being stubborn as always. And it's time for another pit stop. Moji switches to soft tires. He just dashes through the road right now. That was pretty decent. Moji perfectly maintains the straight line and makes it to the top 3. Another nice turn, blocking Mac's way. Good. We can already see Moji doing something. Meanwhile, we can see the battle between Alejo and Xeno, who just made it to the runner-ups. This time Xeno and Moji are rivaling in the top positions. Stakes about to increase. We can also see Mac trying hard. because she has hard tires right now. Moji just slided through the outer curve like it's some kind of, I don't know, ice skating park or something. I mean, that was perfect. But unfortunately, that won't help. Probably won't help to make it to the higher positions. And Moji already losing the tires endurance. We can see the gap decreasing, and Mac overtakes through the inner curve. Xeno is also currently approaching Alejo, even though they have the same type. Oh! Xeno pushes Alejo into the harsh drift and overtakes. It was a little dirty move, but since there are no real drivers there, they are basically toy cars, I guess it's fine. Xeno has the full amount of health. Moji pays back and makes Frost takes his own medicine, but it doesn't help this time. Frost still overtakes him. He's in the second half of Moji's in the second half of the leaderboards again. Let's see if Loukazik or Machine Gun Maniac will be able to take over Moji before the next pit stop starts. Loukazik approaching pretty quickly, to be honest, and overtakes Moji. Mac overtakes Xeno. Oh! Oh. You all clearly saw that. We just briefly had every single racer having a soft type racer, but another miscalibration happened, and Moji and Machine Gun Maniac has ruined this synergy by changing their minds and switching to medium and hard tires at the very last moment. Just great. Sorry. Hey, I got triggered a little bit here. Xeno does a misdrift. Well, on the other hand, we can see a little experiment. How many racers Machine Gun Maniac will be able to overtake before the next pit stop? We can already see her approaching Snaky Joel. Maintaining the inner curve perfectly. Perfect turn in the outer curve. Another perfect turn. Well, since Snaky Joel is not leading, he's not losing health, so... Oh, he misdrifts and Machine Gun Maniac overtakes. One racer, let's see if she will be able to overtake more before the next pit stop. Meanwhile, Mac might be right now overtook by Alejo or Xeno. Xeno and Alejo collided, so currently nobody. But Xeno did overtake. Mac was briefly standing between Alejo and Xeno right now. Alejo goes outside and takes the leadership. Unfortunately, the gap between Machine Gun Maniac and Alejo seems to be increasing. Honestly, I thought that on hard type, if every single racer but one has a soft type tire, I honestly expected that in that situation you would be able to overtake a little bit more than one racer, but I guess that depends on the track conditions. Xeno overtakes again, but currently we can see Frost approaching. He perfectly maintains a straight line, goes inside and pushes. And currently Frost goes to the first place and opens the next pit stop on the 40th lap. Moji got switched to soft type tires. He approaches Frost and Xeno, battling against Machine Gun Maniac who is in a hard tire tips again. Moji maintains the outer curve. Smooth turn. Oh, that was a harsh misdrift on the straight road. Xeno helps Moji to go into the outer curve, which helps him to do another smooth turn. Loukazik approaching. His drift on the inner curve. Machine Gun Maniac is leading again. Xeno and Lecho are yet again pressuring that one racer. Moji's tires are getting exhausted already. His gap starts fading. Machine Gun Maniac does a misdrift, but doesn't affect car for now. We can currently see the intense battle going on here. Xeno tries to overtake Alejo, goes inside, and overtakes. And so does Machine Gun Maniac. Machine Gun Maniac overtakes Xeno and pushes him through the inner car. Moji makes it to the top 3. Xeno misdrifts and Moji seizes the moment. We could briefly see that the gap was holding stable for more than 1 second. It's a very rare sight. Well, not as rare on the Hua Hin track to be honest. Moji goes outside. Collision with Frost helped Moji to maintain the track, but he's lost his runner-up position. Mag is approaching now as well, but now is resulted in pushing him from behind. We currently can see the hard tire racers having an upper hand. But just in a few moments there will be another pit stop. Moji keeps soft tires. And since he's in the first half of the list now, that might change something. That might be something else. But the gap is increasing right now. Moji gestured. Meanwhile, Alejo fell to the very last place, battling Loukazik and Xeno. Moji does a misdrift, and so does Sneaky Joel while almost approaching him. Moji yet again holds a trajectory towards outer curve and does a smooth turn. The distance between Machine Gun Manic and Frost is holding stable, but Machine Gun Manic misdrifts. She's protecting her position. I've never seen other... Oh, misdrift, and Frost seizes the moment. Machine Gun Manic tries to get the position back. Currently, she's being approached by Mac and Moji as well. Or not really. Straight line. They're holding steady. Frost goes outside and does smooth turn. Moji is in the second half of the list again. We still have one lap until another pit stop. We almost passed the first half of the entire race. That happened quicker than I thought, to be honest. Currently no really interesting moments we can see. There aren't really any wreckages going on here. Okay, who's gonna open the pit stop of the second half of the race? Frost does. Moji still keeps the soft tires. Yeah, I'm giving Moji too much. I'm paying way too much attention on Moji today because he really has rough results on the leaderboards, and I'm really curious if he will make at least some kind of comeback today. Alejo pierces through Mac, approaches Alejo or Loukazik, who misdrifts, but Alejo misdrifts too. Pushes Mac back. Both leaders maintain the straight line almost perfectly. Nice turn from Machine Gun Manic. She approaches. Collision. And there we go. Machine Gun Manic pierces through inside into the first place. Frost about to be... Looks like Frost is about to be overtaking Maxeno too. Moji is in the last place again. We can see the intense battle going on here. Frost really has a gimmick to collide with other racers when they attempt to overtake him. We can see his stubbornness. It looks like these racers are developing some kind of personality. It's time for another pit stop, and Moji deliberately refuses to race on the other types of tires other than soft. That might explain the situation. Or maybe it's just not his day. Xeno, Loukazik, and Alejo are battling. Snake Joel meanwhile takes the lead. Mech is right after him. And Machine Gun Manic as well. Snake Joel misdrifts on the last moment. Now the girls doing the misdrift. Another misdrift from everyone. Oh, very harsh misdrift, and Mac overtakes. Right now looks like Machine Gun Manic is about to overtake too. U-turn. Speaking of U-turns, remember how I told you that there are only U-turns? Well, I lied. The turn before last U-turn and after last U-turn, yeah, these are the only ones 90-degree curves. Sorry for that. Mac goes slow but steady. She might appear slow right now, but we can see the gap increasing, obviously. But now it might be decreasing due to health drain feature. But Mac holds the line just perfectly. She holds the perfect center. Trembling a little bit, but still holding. Like she's flexing. She's flexing every single muscle just to keep herself on the very center of the road. Time for another pit stop. And finally Moji switches to two different type of tires. He switched from soft to medium. But currently he struggles with smooth turns. That was a very harsh one. That was a little musical break for me. I like this song very much. I wanted to listen the whole build up moment. Let's continue. Mac takes back the lead, or rather I'd say it was never taken. I got indulged in this song so much I forgot who was leading a few seconds ago. I gotta focus. We can see Emoji slowly but steadily approaching Loukazik. Machine Gun Maniac holds the leadership with a decent distance. Tries to stay in the inner curve. In the last moment, that was just a perfect turn. Well, I wouldn't say perfect, it was gracious. Going from the inner curve from the inside to outside at the very last moment and still nailing the very nice turn. But look, we can see like 5 racers approaching her right now. Let's see who overtakes first. Frost, or maybe Snake, maybe Snakey Joel. There is a wreckage going on here. Careful, guys. Xeno is the one who opens another pit stop. Currently, the racer's having a hard time to get back the rhythm of the game after a little bit intense battle. A nice turn from Alejo and Snakey Joel. Xeno really tries to get ahead of everyone very far. But let's not forget it's gotta cost him health. We can see Alejo approaching despite having soft tires. But Snakey Joel and Frost Gem seems to be approaching a little bit faster. Alejo takes the lead. We have saw everyone in this race having a leadership except for Game Wars. It seems like a little bit unfair. Oh, look at this, there's a wreckage going on here. Snakey Joel, Alejo, Machine Gun Maniac, and Macroot Beer. Let's see how it affects their results. Moji finally catches up to other racers. He overtakes Xeno. He seems to be approaching Alejo as well. And approaching pretty fast. Look at this. But they're going wheel to wheel. At the last moment before the next pit stop, Moji makes it their first half of the leaderboard. He stays in a hard type race. That might give him something useful. He maintains the center perfectly and goes outside and does pretty smooth turns almost without collisions with the wall. Splendid. Currently we can see Snakey Joel battling against Machine Gun Maniac. Machine Gun Maniac misdrifts and so does Snakey Joel. That would be probably the fastest speed to overtake the other opponent. That was an interesting U-turn from Moji. Moji's making some progress. His stats are almost full. Snakey Joel still struggles to overtake, but he's approaching. He goes inside and takes the leadership, seizing the moments of Machine Gun Maniac's harsh misdrift. The main task for Moji right now is to maintain track smoothly, and currently he does that pretty well. Well, not this time, I guess. Oh, look at it. Oh, Snakey Joel suffers the checkpoint miscalibration and goes way... We can see Emoji approaching. Outer curve. Emoji's doing good. He's about to overtake Frost. And he almost does it. He goes wheel to wheel. Frost pushes back. Frost being Frost is again. And Moji takes the lead and opens the next pit stop. Switches to middle type racers. Pretty good choice, right? Pretty good choice to maintain a first place. Here we go, guys. Here we have it. Every single racers, every single participant of this race had their own moment of leadership, which just yet again proves that in this game everyone has the chance to win. Thanks to proper handicap system. Well, at least proper for my level. I think so. Frostmas drifts. Let's see what's going on with the other ones. Xeno, MGM, and Mac are having a little bit of chaos here. We can see Frost slowly approaching Moji. Well, Moji had his satisfaction for pretty decent amount of time, to be honest. Very soon we're about to enter the intense phase of the race. Machine Gun Manic and Meg are approaching Game Wars right now. Moji with his middle type tires is kinda losing the pace right now. Machine Gun Maniac and Macro Beer, they're going beside Frost, taking over from the both sides. That was just perfect. I gotta add it in the highlights. Okay, here goes the intense phase. Machine Gun Maniac. The distance is stable. Is increasing. Mac with drifts. Okay, well, nothing interesting happened besides the intense battle between the couple. I'll let you enjoy the music for a while. In the last race, Loukazik highlighted in the comment section that that's one of his favorite bangers. Machine Gun Maniac seizes the advantage of having a hard tires and takes the lead. Moji and Mac are handling the road pretty well. That might give him some chances. Look at this! Look at this! It's a, I don't know. I can't even describe how epic that overtaking look. I don't know. I just got right in the highlights as well. Moji approaches Machine Gun Maniac. Goes into the yard curve. Great turn. Moji's in the leadership again. Good handling on the straight road. Looks like Moji gonna have another honor to open another pit stop time. Oh, look how far Snakey Joel is from others. Right now it may actually seem that he's like 10 seconds behind others. Moji, despite having soft tires all of a sudden, manages to handle the straight road just perfectly. 3 seconds gap. That's a record for now, for this racer in particular. And the gap is currently even seems to be increasing. But now Machine Gun Maniac seems to be approaching. That was perfect handling on the outer curve. Smooth turn. Machine Gun Maniac approaches. Moji just pushes her back. Machine Gun Maniac still manages to overtake, and right behind him go another racers. That's one thing that another thing that Moji unlucky at, that if he's being overtaken, then for some reason by multiple racers at a very short period racers at a very short period of time. Probably because of the soft type tires he's been holding for most of the race. It sounds like even Snaky Joel is about to catch up. Mac and Machine Gun Maniac are fighting each other. Okay, here goes 90th lap. The Blues are currently having a wreckage. Xeno, Loukazik, and Frost. Snake Joel managed to catch up with Moji and overtakes him. Moji is in the last place again, but let's be honest. The current situation. Mac is in pretty convenient situation right now. The gap is not very big and she has hard type racers and she perfectly handles the straight road. It will be very difficult to overtake her right now. Loukazik has some kind of chances right now. He has soft type tires on the early moment after pit stop time. The gap is currently holding stable. Oh. Mac just doesn't give away the positions. What Loukazik uses. Oh. I struggle to track who overtakes who. Apparently currently both about to be overtaken by, but not yet. Xeno passes through Mac, but will he be able to pass through Loukazik as well? For Loukazik currently it doesn't really matter. He currently has a decent amount of points. Someone really has to push him as low as possible to get him out of the first place. Fifth place might get somebody else on the first place. Xeno currently takes the lead. Luckily gonna pass between Mac and Frost, or maybe not between them. Still get a pass. Another pit stop time. We have only 6 laps left. Look at them go. Prosperous drifts. Okay, we're heading to the final lap. But Machine Gun Manic on the last lap gets soft type tires. It's gonna be... handles the line pretty perfectly. At least Moji makes it to the runner-up position. We're about to approach another one last U-turn, and Machine Gun Manic becomes the second racer to win 2 races in a row. Moji comes second, 3rd place Mac, 4th place Loukazik, 5th place LGD, 6th Frost, 7th Xeno, 8th Snakey Joel. Well, thank goodness, this is Machine Gun Maniac's 2nd consecutive win, and thank God this time I didn't miss it. Thank you guys for watching the fourth stage of Beta Grand Prix. We'll see you next week on the final race, and we'll finally see the champion of Beta Grand Prix. See you next week. Goodbye.